Not all readings will resonate with every member of the collective. Today, I have a very strong feeling that this reading has to do with a specific divine feminine. And if you are a male in this reading, you are dealing with a divine feminine who's off kilter at this time. The Queen of Cups is supposed to be in charge of her emotions. She's supposed to be intuitive and perceptive. She is an empath. She understands what's going on with the people around her, but right now she's in reverse, which I'm getting the sensation that the people around her are throwing her off kilter. Her cups are supposed to be full, yet when she's in reverse, her cups are empty. This is someone who has depleted her emotional resources, and she's depleted her emotional resources either because she has sacrificed too much, given too much, or she is exhausting herself as a result of allowing her emotions to govern her choices. This is a female that has tried to help people that are not replenishing her. They are stealing from her emotionally. She's feeling very sensitive at this time. She is feeling exhausted and she is feeling very overwhelmed. In addition to that, this being a water sign, she might not be well at this time. She might be dealing with some reproductive issues as well. So then we have the Queen of Pentacles, and she is coming across very strong. She's upright. She's worked very hard. She's in a prestigious position. She's in an influential position. She is also very nurturing and giving, but she's much more grounded than the Queen of Cups in reverse, which suggests to me that she's in a position of influence and power. And she could be the one of the people who that has placed this Queen of Cups in reverse. She is negatively influencing this queen. Initially, I thought that this Queen of Cups was in the past in the Queen of Pentacles position, but no, most likely this Queen of Pentacles is negatively influencing this Queen of Cups at this time, and she's doing it through an organization, through some type of it. Like this could literally be as simple as you know, HOA. The Queen of Pentacles leads the HOA, and she's making the Queen of Cups life a living hell. And I'll tell you this because the Ten of Wands is here. Listen in past 3 minutes if you want to know the full story. So the Ten of Wands is suggesting that there's a lot of hardship, responsibility, accountability, expectations to live up to. And this came in combination with the Hierophant, who has to do with structure, tradition, has to do with mentors and guidance and adhering to very dogmatic conditions. And when you have the Queen of Cups in reverse, whom should be receiving intuitive messages from the divine, and she's in reverse in a reading with the Hierophant upright, who is the utmost source of information regarding messages and dogma and tradition and rules emanating from the divine. You have to wonder why the Queen of Cups would be in reverse. And she's in reverse because there is another female in the picture who is forcing her to adhere to certain rules and conditions. And this might not be in a religious sense. This could be an organization that is very strict. It could be something having to do with bureaucratic red tape. It could have to do with a company. It could have to do with a group that they belong to. And that's why I would suggest or compare this to, people functioning within an HOA, where everybody gets together and they have their opinions and they have their views, and then they have to adhere to the rules and regulations of the HOA, and then it just might be just way too much and overwhelming. That's an example. But somebody here belongs to an organization, and this Queen of Pentacles in the midst is literally just forcing them to abide by rules and laws that are just absolutely overwhelming and impossible to meet the expectations of this group. And I'm saying this because it's combined with the 10 of Wands. And I'm saying this because the Queen of Wands is in reverse. She's being taken advantage of. And uh, this could be a male who's being taken advantage of, or this could be somebody that he knows. And then we have the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Swords is coming in very aggressively. So the Knight of Swords is in combination here with the Ten of Cups. And this could, in a very mundane level, this could suggest pursuing your happiness aggressively, which is something that the Queen of Cups in reverse should be doing at this time. This is the advice. She must pursue her happiness aggressively. If she does not, and she continues to being sensitive to the demands and requests of other people, she is not going to be able to correct her position. In addition to that, I have found, especially at the end of a reading, that when there is a court card of any manner, this is someone else coming into the picture. And I honestly feel as if this Queen of Pentacles is sending somebody to aggressively pursue destroying the happiness of this Queen of Cups who is already in a weakened position. And that's why I had mentioned an HOA, because the Ten of Cups has a lot to do with happiness, home, family, community, and in combination with the Hierophant, you could come to conclusions about marital dispositions, etc. But whatever this organization has to do with, the Hierophant, in order to function correctly, one must abide by certain rules. And the Ten of Wands is stating that this is overwhelming. Tens in a reading could have to do with an end or a conclusion of a situation. So, what could be happening here with the two tens is that the Queen of Pentacles, being in her position, is sending someone aggressively to enforce the rules of this situation. And this is displacing the Queen of Cups and turning her life upside down with this desire to force her to take on responsibilities that are just overwhelming for her in the Ten of Wands. And she's also being advised that she must put her compassion aside and aggressively protect what is hers. So I pulled oracle cards from Skadi, Skadi, the Huntress Oracle. Skadi was a giant, I believe, in the Viking Norse mythological system. And these are her oracle cards. Yesterday, TikTok spelt it incorrectly. They spelt her name Scotty, and it's not, it's Skadi. The advice from the oracle is the Huntress Gaze. Adopt the Huntress Gaze. Observation and strategy will guide you to your goal. The Huntress Gaze symbolizes careful observation and strategic planning. This card suggests that vigilance and a well thought out approach will lead you to success. In addition to that, we have another card that has to deal with matters of the heart. And the Queen of Cups has to do with matters of the heart. And it's called the Frostbound Heart. Nurture the frostbound heart. Emotional resilience and reflection are crucial. The frostbound heart represents emotional strength and resilience during difficult times. This card encourages you to reflect and strengthen your emotional resolve. And that's very important at this time because this reading started out with a reverse Queen of Cups, which means her emotions are off kilter.